Good night, everyone. Welcome. Well, no one is here yet, but I'm just going to plunge right in so that we can start. Eternal Father, bless our land. Guard us with thy mighty hand. Keep us free from evil power. Be our light through countless hours. To our leaders, great defender, grant true wisdom from above. Justice, truth be ours forever. Jamaica, land we love. Teach us true respect for all. Stir response to duty's call. Strengthen us, the weak to cherish. Give us vision, lest we perish. Knowledge, send us, Heavenly Father. Grant true wisdom from above. Justice, truth be ours forever. Jamaica, land we love. Jamaica, 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 land we love. That was the national anthem. I pledge my heart forever to serve with humble pride this shining homeland ever, so long as earth abide. Vow now, my heart, this island as God and faith shall live. My work, my strength, my love, and my loyalty to give. O green isle of the Indies, Jamaica, strong and free, our vows and loyal promises, our heartland tits to thee. That is our pledge. Then we are going to do this one. Again, before God and all mankind, I pledge the love and loyalty of my heart, the wisdom and courage of my mind, the strength and vigor of my body. In the service of my fellow citizens, I promise to stand up for justice, brotherhood, and peace, to work diligently and creatively, to think generously and honestly, so that Jamaica may, under God, increase in beauty, fellowship, and prosperity, and play her part in advancing the welfare of the whole human race. This is my pledge to my country. Good night, everyone. Welcome to the broadcast. We are YouTubing again. We YouTubing again. What's going on? Good night, good night, good night. Nothing going on. We're being patriotic tonight. When you go back to the beginning of the video, you will see where I did the anthem, the pledge, and all of that. We have a lot to get through tonight, and so we want to start now and see if we can get through as much as we can tonight. It's a busy day. A lot of things happening. There is the Super Tuesday in the United States, and just a couple of minutes ago before I came on, I got an alert from the Democratic Party to say that Kristen Sinema, my favorite senator, will not be seeking re-election. So it's our final term. So a whole lot of things happening. We also hear that a JLP councillor has resigned and could possibly become an independent and could possibly caucus with the PNP, which would then give us a cool win in the KCC. But, you know, that is that for that. Good night, everyone. Welcome to the broadcast. For those who have already subscribed, I thank you very much for your support. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for your comments. And please do continue to subscribe, like, comment, share. All right? Thank you so very much. So let's begin. November 7th, 2000, the year 2000, election night in America. At about 9:24 on November 7th, 2000, the Associated Press and CNN called Florida state for Al Gore. They said that Al Gore have won Florida. Al Gore had at that time maybe about 239 electoral college votes, and Florida's 28 would have brought him up more. One more state and he would become president. A little after midnight, the Associated Press and CNN retracted that call. They said that Gore didn't win. So they called it for Gore at 9:24, and then at a little after midnight, they retracted it. The television networks then called it and called the presidency for Bush several hours later. And about 38 minutes after doing that, they retracted once again. It was a wild night in America, that election in 2000 in the US. At about 2 a.m., Bush was declared the winner of Florida state and thus the presidency. In between that, Gore called Bush twice, once to concede and a second time to retract his concession. Gore learned, why Gore did that was because he learned that Bush had a lead of about 17 to 1800 votes. And that amount of votes would trigger an automatic recount based on Florida law. It's an automatic recount, an automatic hand recount. Well, machine first, then hand. Gore was leading the popular vote at the time by about 60,000 votes. About 94 million people voted in 2000. And Gore was leading. After weeks of hanging chads and court filings and counter filings, and the Supreme Court got it, and the Supreme Court ruled that Bush won. Bush actually won Florida by 524 or 527, thereabout votes. 537 votes. The Democratic base throughout the whole country was screaming bloody murder, calling Bush a thief, calling Al Gore an idiot, and all the rest of it. Now, while the Supreme Court had the case, everybody was saying that they won. The Republicans were saying Bush won. The Democrats were saying that Gore won. Everybody was having a hell of a time trying to decide who won. And everybody was in a tizzy. And then the Supreme Court ruled, I think, on the 12th of December, and declared that Bush won by 537 votes. There was a year-long discussion, years long, that still goes on to this day, about the survival and the fairness of the system that the Americans have, which is a state-by-state system. In other words, in America, the popular votes don't win elections, which means that had the popular votes win election, Hillary Clinton would have been president in 2016 because she won the popular votes by over 3 million, almost 4 million votes. Al Gore would have been president. He won the popular vote over Bush as well. But the system is set up by states. So some of the big states, on election nights, there are some states that can be called immediately as polls close. For example, as the polls close in Wyoming, you don't have to wait on nothing. You can call it for the Republican Party. As polls close in South Dakota, you don't have to wait. Them can call it for Republican. In Idaho, in Utah, in Tennessee, in Mississippi, Alabama, North and South Carolina, well, not North Carolina, sorry, South Carolina, all of those places, once the polls are closed, you can call those states for the Republican Party. New York, New Jersey, California, once polls are closed in those states, you can immediately call it for the Democratic Party as well. But there are some states that you have to wait until polls are not only closed, but you have to wait until 98, 99, even sometimes 100% of the boxes have been counted, but still them counting votes. And you still have to wait. Sometimes are 2 days after before they declare a state. Some states have that problem. Nevada, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, sometimes in Virginia, more times too in Florida, Ohio. Those are swing states. Well, Florida is not swing anymore. It's totally going red. But I'm just saying that some states have to wait a pretty long time before the elections can be called. In 2020, the elections was not won by Biden until 5 days later, because they had to count everything just to make sure, because of what happened before, and how Trump saying him thief the elections from him and all of that. The American system is not a fair system in many ways, but it is also a very fair system in other ways. In other words, you have elect people who are elected at the state level who represents their state. Florida has 29 electoral college votes. Michigan has 10 or 11. Wisconsin, I believe, have 10. Pennsylvania have 26 or thereabout. Ohio have about 21, 22. Those are big states with the big number. Texas and then place there. Now, Georgia used to be one of those states that you could call red once the polls are closed, but not anymore. Georgia has become a swing state now and is rated as a purple state, so you can't call it. Why am I giving you this history lesson? Why I start with this history lesson this evening? In 2016, Donald Trump beat Hillary Clinton in the Electoral College votes. And he beat Hillary Clinton by a handful of votes in 3 states. 3 states that he beat Hillary Clinton by that gave him the presidency. 3 key states, 3 swing states, 2 of which is really supposed to have been Democratic states. So it shocked everybody. Everybody was shocked. Everybody was shocked that Hillary Clinton did not win Wisconsin. Donald Trump won Wisconsin by almost 28,000 votes. Everybody was shocked that she didn't win Michigan, because Trump won Michigan by a little over 11,000 votes. What makes Michigan so contentious and so shocking for most people with 11,000 votes is this. Michigan as a state has about 10,500 precincts, what we call polling stations. Not a cluster, polling stations. Michigan have about 10,500 polling stations spread across Michigan. And if 2 persons had shown up, 2 Democratic voters had shown up at each precinct, Hillary Clinton would have won Michigan and then would have won the presidency. Why I brought up all of this to you is this. Both Al Gore and Hillary Clinton's leadership in these 2 elections were exemplary. They behaved like statesmen and stateswomen. Gore conceded on December 13th, a day after the Supreme Court. I think it might have been the same day, no, I'm not quite sure, that Gore called Bush and conceded. The night before the elections was over, before the count was finished, Hillary looked at all the numbers and she called Trump. I can't even begin to imagine what a hard thing that was for her, to call Trump and concede that he had won, and congratulated him and offered if there's anything she can do to help, she's willing to help. Now those leadership are exemplary. Those are people who put their country first, who put democracy first, and therefore they know that they lost and they stood down. Hillary could have asked for Michigan does not have an automatic recount, but the law, she could have asked for it. She could have said, listen, 11,000 votes in win by, there are 10,005 precincts, I want all of them hand counted. She could have asked for it. She did not. She could have asked for a count in Wisconsin as well, but she did not. Pennsylvania was a little bit different because he won by about 44,000 votes, if I remember correctly. But she did not. She called him and she said to him, "Congratulations, Mr. President-elect. I am American, I'm here, I'm willing to help in whatever way I can." And she conceded. This is the system that they competed in. And this system that they competed in is a system that was developed nearly 300 years ago. And everybody worked with the system. And every now and then that something happened, like 2000, like the year 2000. And yes, in 2016 as well, it started back a discussion as to whether they should throw out the electoral college thing and go straight to popular vote. No Republican, absolutely none, would win an election in America if it was by popular votes. Because Republicans control small states with smaller populations. Wyoming and them place there, Utah and Nevada and them look a place there, you know. Them control them small places with very little people. The Democrats have the big states, apart from Texas. Texas, if it was popular vote, the Democrats would also win Texas. They would probably win Mississippi too, which is a red state, but you'd get more people. But them can't get it in the weird places where they need to get it to actually win. Because there are Democratic counties and there are Republican counties. So it's a system. And it works. And people live up to its ideals. And people accept what it is. The only person who has not accepted what it is Trump. But it's not him, he has not accepted what it is. He's on a different plane, trying to do other things. And so, I want to start off tonight by saying that I watched in fascination and in 2016 when Hillary Clinton lost. And I watched the MSNBC panel led by my hero, led by Rachel Maddow. And I watched in fascination people like Joy Reid and Nicole Wallace and Ari Melba and all the Democratic poobahs and all of them who are pro-democratic. And I watched in fascination how they maneuvered the whole thing that Trump actually beat Hillary, and how quickly she came out and acknowledged that he won and move on. And I watched how it must have been painful for them, but they sat there and they went through the entire thing for 4 or 5 hours till 1 a.m. in the morning doing their analysis about the whole thing. I can imagine that them go home, go scream afterwards and cuss and go on and drink rum and behave badly and stuff. But that is how responsible journalists and responsible leaders behave in a situation like that. So, the big lie. The big lie in America is Donald Trump saying that they stole elections from him and he won in 2020. It's not only a big lie that he walks around and repeat consistently. Even Fox News is now cutting out him speeches because him still repeating and them say it's lie. So when you hear Fox News reach a point where they are cutting out his speeches for repeating that lie, you must know how bad it has gotten. So the big lie in Jamaica is now taken up by Mark Golding and Dayton Campbell in particular. So I want to clear up some things, and that's why I'm feeling patriotic, and I want to feel patriotic with me. Because I went out there. I didn't have to bring out anybody to vote in Mulline's Garden. People just come vote. Them just come. People with the indoor and the outdoor agents would normally send me pieces of paper with a list of people who now come on them own. Ask me to go for them. I didn't get any such paper. Everybody come on them own. People turn out. Patrick got over 2,000 votes. We'll soon talk about all of that. The PNP, the People's National Party, lost the local government elections of February 2024. They lost it. Michelle, people texting me and said them can't find the link. Can you please send out this link? Please. So, the People's National Party lost the 2024 local government elections. But let's talk about Clifton and Miss Emily and what they did that night to set off this trajectory, to set off this firestorm, this attack on our electoral system that has served us so well since PJ Patterson introduced it. They had the Mark Golding picture ready. They had the confetti ready. And with about 40% of the votes coming in, they declared him the winner. Clifton, Cliff, declared him the winner. And I remember Michelle and I sitting outside by the balcony there, taking in the whole thing. Michelle watching it live, I'm not watching it. I drink it. And I remember saying to myself, well, Annie, if they're declaring Mark Golding the winner of the local government elections, I am assuming that 97% of the votes have come in from everywhere. Because you couldn't be so stupid that you can declare a winner without a great percentage of the votes coming in. Nobody have to tell nobody that. That's a simple science. So therefore, I can only conclude that them have their own agenda. The media always have their own agenda, man. Always. And I know why. I have an idea. I have a theory as to why Cliff Hughes in particular wanted to hurriedly declare Mark Golding the winner of the local government. And he twisted himself and looked like a damn twat the way he was going on about Mark Golding and how he did. Great Mark Golding, great strategy. Dayton Campbell did a good job and Mark Golding needed this and he got it. And therein lies the beginning of what we are experiencing now in our electoral system and the onslaught that our electoral system is facing. And I think I know the reason why they did it. You know, they wanted to show Mark Golding now has a hold on the People's National Party. He can't be challenged. All of that was aimed at Philip Paulwell and Lisa Hanna. Every piece of that hype and all of it was aimed at Lisa Hanna and Philip Paulwell by the media, particularly Clifton and Emily and the rest of them. Because them not have damn cheers give milk a problem. Them not have nothing about them when it comes to Jamaica's system and Jamaica's democracy. Them is about the politics. As media people who are supposed to be able to provide proper information to the Jamaican people. And they did that. And immediately after, they have to run left news and run Garden Yard because they were incorrect. And they jumped the gun. And they should not have done that. They should have let the democracy works. Oh, there are a lot of people out there spouting all kind of foolishness. Good people, educated people, smart people that just take a piece of paper or something that Dayton can be sent out to say that we win. And Ray and everybody start go out there with it without knowing the facts. Some of them actually know the facts and know the truth. Nobody misunderstand what I'm saying, you know. We work hard throughout this whole election, you know, to make PNP win. But under no impression. We work hard for certain candidates, advice, information, threaten some people about if they try sabotage them. All the one Lawrence Roy was still trying to sabotage Charmian because Lisa go walk with her. Then no stop. And my job was to be behind the scene, quietly, make sure so some of them know that to mess with no people. Me not taking no credit for nothing. I was not influential in anybody win. None at all. I did what I could because me a PNP. I was also did what I could to ensure that the JLP candidate for the Mullines Gardens division who come in my community and go on like my community belong to him. We discipline him. Thoroughly discipline him by bringing out PNP votes and make him look stupid. the PNP did not win the local government elections. And win, there is no classification for win except you win. Win mean that you come first. Win mean that there is no dispute about your first. Win mean that you come first, you win, everybody else comes second and third, and nobody can dispute your first. That's what winning is about. When you watch the races and it look like somebody and somebody neck and neck on the line and bam, you go back to the tape. We don't have no tape to go back to. So we have to work with it. Huh? Our electoral law is pretty simple. It's not complicated. Michelle thinks it's complicated. I don't. In 2016, they changed it from parish councils to municipal corporation. Listen to me, Jamaicans. You know, wise up, man. Wise up. Stop listening to people. Read what them same people in the parliament write. Because I them write it. I them write it, I them put it out. They were the ones who made those changes. Not we, the people. Them. And they decided to name the parish councils municipal corporation for a number of reasons. I think one of them was it gives the municipality a little more autonomy. I think the municipality as a corporation can actually behave like a business. I think them can borrow money, them can do things, invest, probably, I don't know. I'm just saying the corporation thing suggests that they can operate like a business. And that's what it is, you know? There are 13 of them, according to the law in Jamaica, on the books, in the parliament, everywhere. The law is there, the piece of paper, it did it. 13 municipal corporations. In 2016, Desmond McKenzie, the minister, proposed that we take the municipal city of Portmore and make the Portmore councillors a part of that municipality, and therefore Portmore will become a municipal corporation with their councillors, the councillors that win in Portmore city, Portmore itself. I think Desmond proposed that. The PNP is against it. I think it's a part of this law where they want to cut some boundaries and all of that. The PNP in the parliament opposed it. That much I know. I don't know why. I don't know if they oppose it because they don't want Portmore to become a municipal corporation, or is because the boundary cut would affect the PNP vote. It's politics, it could very well be. But Desmond was proposing it, and it reached away. I don't reach away in the parliament, but it's there. Not even a date, not on it. We just find it there, somewhere. It just did it. So he was proposing it as part of the cut. The PNP of the 13 municipal corporations, the PNP won 5. 5, the PNP won. So let's go through them. The PNP won Westmoreland. The PNP won Hanover. The PNP won Manchester. The PNP won St. Mary. Which was the next 5 one? Which was the next one? It's 5. Municipality, municipal corporation. Let's go again. Westmoreland, Hanover, Manchester, St. Mary. Somewhere else. Municipal, can somebody put it out to me? Put it out for me? No, the PNP didn't win yes, and St. Catherine, sorry. Manchester, no, Westmoreland, Hanover, Manchester, St. Catherine, and St. Mary. That's 5 of the 13 municipality. Alright? Municipal corporation, according to the law. And I'm glad the EOJ have not changed their results on them page, because it would be sad. The PNP won those 5. The JLP won 6. Was it 6? All right. The JLP won St. James, St. Anne, Trelawney, St. James, St. Anne, Trelawney, St. Elizabeth, Portland, Clarendon, and St. Thomas. Well, the 6 I can count, but I think there were 7. So I put up that again because, my memory old. So the JLP won those. The Portmore, JLP won 7, sorry. The Portmore, the city municipality of Portmore is one single man. The mayor. One single man. The mayor is not a council. It's not a municipal corporation with councillors. The Portmore councillors live in the St. Catherine municipality. Now, it's a simple matter. If Portmore should become, if them want, let's say for argument's sake tonight that them go to Parliament tomorrow and them say, all right, we're going to split it. We're going to give the Portmore, we're going to make Portmore into a municipal corporation, which would mean that the Portmore councillors would now have to operate at the Portmore municipal office and not the St. Catherine municipality. You know what that means? That would mean the JLP would win St. Catherine. Because take away all the Portmore councillors from the St. Catherine Parish Council and the JLP wins St. Catherine. And we would have Portmore, and then it would even get worse. Huh? And then it would be 8. Or something to the, 7 and 25. So that is the law. That is what is on our books. That's how it works in our country. The municipal city of Portmore is just a city with a mayor. The people in Portmore who were elected as councillors operate from the St. Catherine Parish Council. Now, if they move them from the St. Catherine Parish Council, because if you're going to count Portmore as a municipal corporation, then the councillors would have to come into that. Because it couldn't be a municipal corporation without the councils, as it is now just a city municipality with the mayor. That's it. And his staff and people. Now, if you move that, then you can get it. You would have the Portmore Municipal Corporation and the JLP would win St. Catherine. And then on the ball, more blood up after that. So I just want to get that clear to the Jamaican people that the PNP has been lying to you. All right? Portmore is a direct election of mayor. Right? Nobody don't appoint no mayor. If it was a municipal corporation, Portmore would face the same things like all the other municipal corporations, where the majority of seats in the corporation would elect the mayor. But Portmore is a direct election of mayor. I mean, it never properly thought out. George Lee was the man that led it, and it happened, but it wasn't a well thought out process and a well thought out things. So the PNP did not win. Let's talk about Region 3. And let me just take the opportunity for big up Region 3. Big up the councillors elect. Will be sworn in on Thursday. Big up everybody, even if those who didn't win. But big up Jennifer and all the others who didn't make it. Big up for the efforts. Big up. I want to big up Councillor Andrew Swaby, who's going to be mayor come Thursday. Let me explain something to you now. I'm not explain nothing to you. With this one, I want you, the Jamaican people, to pick the sense out of the nonsense and the noise. Alright? Kingston St. Andrew have 40 seats. 40 seats. The JLP had 21 and we had 19 before February 26 this year. In this election, we won back our 19, plus we take one of them, Kentire. And Kentire is not a JLP seat. I just want to point that out. Kentire is a swing seat. The PNP have won Kentire a number of times. The former treasurer for the PNP, Y.O. Artnell MacDonald, won Kentire twice. So it's not a JLP seat, it's a swing seat. And we got a good candidate, and she go up there, she do the work, and she won. So we won Kentire. So that give us 20 and give up the JLP the 19 they had before and they lost one. Yeah? The 19 they had before and they lost. No, they lost one. So they have back the 20. They had the 20 that they had before and they lost one because they had 21 before. Now them have back the same 20 and them lost one. And that one is now ours. So we now have 20 and them have 20. Nobody no win. Anywhere you go throughout the world, every school, everywhere you go, if you have 20 and me have 20, we tie. We even. Who take care of that now? We tie. We even. If you have 20 and me have 20, we even. The PNP got the most votes in the corporate area. Way more than the labor rights. And according to the rules, I don't know if it's a law, maybe it's a rules, maybe it's a memorandum of understanding. If you have 20 and me have 20, the only way that somebody can rule is the person who get the most votes. Yeah? The person who get the most votes become the caucus that selects the mayor. And that means us. So we are select the mayor. The other team select the deputy mayor. Now, if you win, you select both the mayor and the deputy mayor. You don't win. It's a tie. You get the most votes in the corporate area, you get the mayor, then get the deputy mayor. Now, if the JLP man that resigned earlier today that I hear, if him join the PNP, we'll have 21 and we can select both mayor and deputy mayor. Don't know if that will happen. So, here we are. And that is the truth. Now, Mark Golding, who wants to be leader of this country, went on an onslaught against the electoral system of our country, the foundation of our democracy, electing the people who lead us. You know how many countries fall into chaos and anarchy when people start undermining the system where people get to elect their representatives and elect their leaders. Once that undermining start, the very ground on which we stand begins to move, and sooner or later we're facing dictators and strong men and people who maybe Jamaica need dictators because our voters are uninformed and uninterested in the thing. So Mark Golding, the first act was to go on a stage at PNP headquarters and declare that he win. And in the same speech him saying, the Jamaican people want to elect me, Mark Jefferson Golding, and put me into Jamaica House. That is the night of the local government elections, you know. In the passage I said that, you know. The Jamaican people want to put me, Mark Jefferson Golding, at Jamaica House. The leader will want to lead the country, you know. Then the General Secretary of the PNP, who sits on the governing body of our electoral system, started a war against the electoral system with the media first, then with the electoral office, fixing them own facts, trying to put for them things for them own way to get the media to carry it, to give the PNP people them out there, to tell the PNP people them lie, outright, organized lie. Them organizing lies. How many of you believe it? Yeah, me know what I say. Me against Mark. Don't mix it up. Please. Me against Mark for particular reasons. But if Mark had won this election, fair and square, I would be on here saying, Mark won. What we can do about it? If he win, we can't take it from him. But he did not win. He did not. And in their anxiety and rush for the power that them seek, them start with the big lie. That them win, them start to spin it and twist it and turn. I mean, you can't spin things, you know. You don't spin election results. What's wrong with you know? It's like you don't learn nothing. You don't have a tablet, and you don't have phone, and you in tune to American this and European that, and you don't know say the electoral system of a country is something for not to mess with. You must mess with that. Elections belong to the people. It's only the people can make that decision. Is they will go out and they will vote. And when they vote, we must accept it. I accept it. Whatever they vote, we must accept it. I mustn't try to beat it down and tear it down and try to fix it and turn it to suit our own self, which is what Dayton Campbell out there piss up himself over. Because them can't stand the idea that them actually lose. Them can't stand the idea that them still couldn't beat Brogard with all of the opportunities that they have. And we'll get into that. So him went about him trying to twist the arm of the media. Him trying to twist the arm of the EOJ. Him went as far as going to the ECJ. And the Jamaican people must know that the ECJ, we're going to put out them name on Facebook, we're going to see them. We're going to put out all of them name on social media, we're going to see them, because we're going to pay them $30 million each a year. $30 million each of them get, including Dayton Campbell, to secure and safeguard and build and improve our electoral system. That's their job. Not to twist it and turn it for them way because them win or them lose. Them to present the facts to the people. And they're going to put it out, they're going to see their names. Them earn $30 million every year, we are paying them. We are you. Every time we buy rice and chicken and milk and eggs, that tax money, I never use pay them. We are paying them $30 million a piece. And Dayton Campbell uses position on the ECJ to get the ECJ to reclassify. But thank God, them can give him that. But the EOJ have not changed the results. The EOJ cannot change the results based on the law, based on the system that we have. The EOJ can't change it. It is what it is. The Parliament can go make that change. The Parliament must go make that change. Not the EOJ. There are 13 municipal corporations. Grown people, educated people, people with sense, backing up Mark and Dayton because them desperation to say that them win something. Desperation because them can smell the blood and the water. Them can smell the power. Them over the moon, them up in themselves about the power that them going to get. Them can't wait. Them can't accept the results of the Jamaican people. Even though most of that result was in favor of them. There was the people that shoot themselves the foot. You win or you lose. You boast your power you have. And here's what they have. That they could have just gone out there and say very, very clearly to the PNP people. Why did I do that? They could have gone out there and said to the PNP people, hear me. We did have 98 seats before. Now we have 115. And Jamaica Labour Party have 113. We beat them by 2. Them could go out there and them could say to the Jamaican people, the GLP got 13,000 more people to vote for them in 2024 than they had in 2016. And then them could knock up their chest and say, PNP gets 70,000 more people come vote for PNP. Them have things to boast about in terms of licking down instead of lick down the system. Because them the win. Boast about the things that you have won. Go out, comrades. We didn't put up a good fight. We didn't win all that we needed to win. We never get everything we wanted. But here's what happened. The GLP, in 2016, and now, them got just a little over 13,000 more votes. We got over 70,000 more votes than 2016. Yeah. Them go up and big up that. Them say, well, we don't outrightly win the KSAC, but based on the popular vote, we are going to control the mayorship. We are going to choose our mayor. Big up on yourself about the things that you have achieved. in this election, you never win. But in politics, it's all about the winning. Yeah, it's all about the winning. And Uno never win. Mark and Bunting spend 150 or more. Because when people give that figure, you have to guess that maybe it's almost close to maybe 200 million that they spend. They spent $500 million to take charge of the PNP, to undermine the candidates of the 2020 elections, to undermine Peter Phillips, to destroy candidates in constituencies for the PNP to lose. They spent $500 million for that. And to win this, they spent $150 million. And I want to follow me. Follow me, people. Mark campaigning for 3+ years. Mark toured the country about 22 times, if not more. Every day I get up and go tour. Brogard is in deep, deep crap. Every striking body, everybody at him. Everybody a come for him, everybody want to scalp him. People up in arms against Andrew Holness, they want him gone. Gone, gone, gone. People want him gone. People come out, come vote because they want him gone. And with all of that working for you, you couldn't cross it. We should have looked for a massive blowout. And I've been telling you for weeks, I've been trying to prepare the all for weeks that the massive blowout wasn't coming. Every live I did is in preparation for the PNP people to know that the massive blowout was not coming. Same like the Republican Party in 2022. The red wave. The red wave is coming. It's going to be a red wave. It's going to be a red wave. We're going to win 40 more seats. We're going to blow them out of the water. It was a trickle. They're hanging on by 3 seats in there. And I've been raising the alarm. The PNP never have no good, committed workers. Committed and trained and competent workers. Everywhere we go on election day, it was evident. I'm going to do a different voice note for that. I'm going to do a voice note for that so that the people in the various constituencies and divisions can understand what I'm talking about. With that. But just to give you one example, I went out to 8 miles to El Bojo. I never go out there to do the normal things that I normally do on election day, because it was too late. The only thing that I could offer Bojo is to get some people out. And that's what I did. So I went out there to get some voters out for Bojo. As me come out of the car, one indoor agent who was an indoor agent in 2016, Kel, a young woman, she see me and she immediately started writing about 4 names on a piece of paper and tell me, say, you may glad me see them, I go for them, I go for Kenny and them one there, them boy. Because the who them up there tell them now come vote and them now go. And me say, I take it from her. I will stop. Georgia was also an outdoor agent. Georgia has never been an outdoor agent. Georgia was sitting in the seat where Granny usually sit. Granny was the outdoor agent for that PD, and Georgia is Granny's daughter. Granny was KL grandmother, Georgia KL sister. I don't know, make sense out of that. But they were there, and they were the only 2 people I recognize. The cluster manager, him sit down in a bib round the table. I don't even know why the cluster manager sit down on a table in a bib. That is confusing. And then there was Dustin, who was the cluster manager in 2016. I appointed him cluster manager in 2016. Him know the cluster. Him live there. Him family own and care the own land, the most of the land them there. So they are popular young people, which is why I named him cluster manager in 2016. So the cluster manager sit down and Dustin was busy being kind of a pseudo cluster manager, doing the things that cluster manager is supposed to be doing, checking with the indoor agents and writing down stuff. So I said to the outdoor agents, ladies, all right, anybody can tell me how many people have voted so far? The one who never work in an election yet in our life, sit down, hugging up our list. KL got too fair list to tell me how much. Dustin gave me a list of the PNP voters. You know who gave him that list? I did. I gave him that list. weeks and weeks ago. And Dustin give me back the list. So come across to the list here. And I said to Kay, I said, tick off on your paper, any name is on this already. So I can know who not voted. Then I said to the young lady who just looked befuddled, no, Princess asked her. Because she said she don't know how much people gone and go voted, and she can't take because she don't know nobody. She don't go tick off the name, and them tell her, so if you just tick off the name, and she just tick off the name when people come. So Princess said, how many people on your list? And she said, I don't know what people are on the list. And Princess go around the desk. We're not embarrassing her, because we're PNP, and we're not embarrassing her. PNP, Princess go around the desk, and Princess say, look at the back of the form. Just look at the back of the page. Just go, twist and look. And Princess see it, and Princess say, oh yes, there it is. That's it. Now we can look at all those that you have ticked off. And if them come to you, we're going to assume that them vote for PNP. And that's how that went. I collect the list where I go in. I drive up the lane with a taxi, because a taxi I chartered to go out there. And when I drive up the lane with the taxi, I send down the first couple of people with him and tell him to come back. When him drop out people, just come back. And that's how we've been working. That's how we work for the 2 hours. Just drop off, come back. I go look for people. I go knock on fences that I'm familiar with, knock on doors that I'm familiar with, and get people to go vote. That's it. I'll tell you about that another time. But I'm telling you how woefully unprepared the PNP was, because they had no workers, no committed, competent workers, neither indoor nor outdoor. I mean, I'm telling you this, that excluded some constituencies. Because I know Charmaine have our workers. I know South St. Andrew have them workers, and Southwest St. Andrew have them workers. I know that. Right? I know Dennis Garden have them workers. I know Andrew Swaby have them workers. So it's not everywhere. But all over the country, outside of the corporate area, nobody have no committed, hardworking. Well, let me take a couple of people, troop and people out of it. When we're coming back, we stopped at Tarrant Baptist Church. Check how things go. Same thing. I'm not telling them, I'm not talking about it now, voice so that I'm not talking about tonight. We went down to Duane Park. Same thing. Inexperienced, uncommitted, don't know what them are do. Outdoor agent. So I'm going to tell you now what saved the PNP. Now have nothing to do with Mark. Now have nothing to do with Angela. Now have nothing to do with Dayton. Now have nothing to do with none of them. The workers or anybody. When Dan Anderson did his last poll, Dan Anderson said, the young people said that they are going to support the PNP if the election is called. Dan Anderson wasn't wrong. He give a percentage point, I think it was like +1 or -1 or something to that effect. Maybe a little more. But Dan Anderson wasn't wrong. Droves of young people came out across the country. Down a Mark Golding constituency, Sarah Marshall get 3,500 votes. Louis get 3,004. Patrick get 2,000 votes. All over the corporate area, all over the place. Councillors I get 2,000 votes in a local government elections. Councillors are win when they were supposed to win. People where nobody don't know are win. Why? Thousands of young people and people who never vote before, or people who never vote in 2020 or 2016 came out to vote for the PNP. Why? To get rid of Brogard. Everybody come to get rid of Brogard. Everybody. Mark has been running around for months, telling people, come out to vote for me, Mark Jefferson Golding. We could get rid of this wicked government. And make me, Mark Jefferson Golding, Prime Minister of Jamaica, we take Jamaica, go to Jamaica House with my Tapanari's friend them. We could get rid of this wicked government. We could vote out Brogard. They did. They came to get rid of Brogard. I may tell you this. Michelle said something that made me laugh. Michelle said, maybe we ought to review the Constitution and educate our young people and make the young people shouldn't reach voting age at 18. We should make them vote till about 35 because they are so ill-informed and removed from the process. Big people, old people, middle-aged people, Everybody think this was an election to get rid of Brogard. I mean, everybody, people calling from all over the world, thinking that this election is going to get rid of Brogard. Because Mark Golding mislead the country. Mark Golding lie and deceive the country. Especially the young people, them who don't know nothing. You know, young people, them don't know nothing right, them don't know nothing right, you know that. Them dunce, them, of course, them educated. So when I say them dunce, what you follow me, I say. Them dunce, them removed from the process or political process. Them don't know nothing about our political process. Them have no interest in our political process. But guess what? Monday last week, them come to get rid of Brogard. As to who them vote for, them don't have a clue. Nobody knew who they were voting for. They have put the X beside the N because they want to get rid of Brogard. They came for him. Him was the draw. Him was the reason that they came. When I stopped at Tarrant and I spoke to the cluster manager for Sonia Gonzalez division, Casha Park. Very little conversation that we can't even repeat on social media. That the conversation I have to go stay and somewhere else. Then I went across the church looking for the cluster manager for Agley Park. And I tell somebody to touch her for me. And she touch her, she look and say, come in Karen, what go on? Come in. You ever say, come here man, let me see what go on with you. And me and her whisper can labor at them once I know you never took me a talk say. And we whisper and I say, how the turnout so far? She said, boy, I come across. And whoever people coming on, but we not see we're regular people there. Whoever people come, whoever young people, whoever other people, but we're regular people there, we don't see them. I'm going to look through the numbers with her. I'm going to say, okay. I said, but this look good, but you have an hour left. I said, this look damn good. She said, yes, come at I said, you have an hour left. Let's go across the road and talk to the outroad agent and the runner them now. See if we can muster up a few more. And me and I go across the road and she was busy. Them writing off name and by grave and cause by grave. I don't know what it was there, but somebody kind of big notch there. And them write off name for the last hour. She tell me the truth. She said, people turn up, but them don't see the regular people. The PNP base never come out in any large numbers. That which you saw was part of Mark 12%. And the young people, them and other people who not in and nothing with Brogard, they never came out for the PNP. They never came out for the candidate because they don't know who they vote for. Nobody know who they vote for. Nobody take a chance. Go to the desk. They have Edith Dalton James School. I look for the outdoor agent. They look lost. Them look lost. Lost about work for the candidate, but them look lost. Grab a young fellow. Oh, you look like you just gonna do it, man. Yeah, man, we're gonna do it, man. So who did you vote for? Yeah, but vote for the PNP, man. I vote for the PNP. I say, you know the candidate? You know, I say, no, them pass by, you know, I don't really know him, you know. I say, it's her. Them don't know who them voting for. Them just going there to get rid of Brogard. Because that is the battle cry. Get rid of Brogard. Now, I had said before that the strategy, I don't even know if it was a strategy, maybe just something that was buck up here, but the strategy employed by the Mark Golding campaign to go there, go rile up the country to get rid of Brogard. I said it before, let me repeat it, it was a risky one. And here is why it was a risky one. It was a risky one because you rile up people, you bring out the big crowds, you're going to get rid of this wicked and heartless government, Brogard must go. And them come. Our young people don't know anything about our system. And because we full up them head with nonsense and tell them that them are the future, or you, our young people, you guys are the future of this country. The future of this country that don't know nothing. And them don't want you nothing from we neither because we old and we don't know nothing. Them think them know it all. So them ignorant of our system. Because them think that them coming out to get rid of Brogard. Because them don't know it's a local government election. And the PNP campaign was not clear on that either. Because you could have split it another way. You could have get them to come out But stop with the argument about let them think that's a local government election by get from Bogan. So maybe it was a risky strategy. It partially worked. I'm going to give her that. It partially worked. They came out, but not enough. They came out, but the PNP base never come out. I want to know, when Maureen Webber don't analyze those numbers, she will tell you that the PNP base did not come out. The GLP base never really come out either. I'm not busy with them. But the PNP base did not come out. 8% of the people who showed up in 2016 didn't show up this 2024. And it leads me to wonder, and I could make two calculations from that. Either that 8% know that it's a local government election and they're not really interested in it. Or that 8% not interested in getting rid of Bogart. You could look at it that way too. If we split it in two and say 4% of the PNP and 4% of the GLP, why wouldn't the PNP 4% come out? That came out in 2016. Where are they and why they didn't come out? It is the uninformed, uninterested young people who blame Bogart for all the collective ills of their lives. And I don't even know what that is, since all of them still depend on their parents for everything. But them sit down and blame Bogart for all the collective ills of them life. Them now have no phone, them can't get no work after them spend 5 years at high school and smoke ganja, run at the back of the schoolyard down at the play field. Them now have no trade because them can't bother, them now get paid for that and the sun hot. Them. They are the ones. And the ones that make my university, that is the most disappointing of all. That's why Marty Perkins used to call university and get it's like, I tell you a story, they have no practical knowledge of anything. In 2006, when Omar Davis was going to run for leader, Bunting invited me down to his office down at New Kingston for us to have a discussion about them employing me to work for Omar. When I went down there Saturday morning, Bunting was in a room interviewing some university graduates for a job. Think him have 3 places to fill, and him have about 8 of them in there, and him interview everybody. And when him come out of the interview, he was despondent. He was grumbling about how the word about the qualifications, and they have absolutely no practical knowledge of anything. Nothing them have the practical knowledge of. Him spin a situation to them and them can't deal with it, but them educated. And that's a state of our young minds. And Mark Golding went out there and told them that we'll get rid of Bogart, the wicked and heartless government. Get rid of Bogart. And them come out to get rid of Bogart. Now we reach the hard part. So tell me this now. Now that them come out, because them young and them not have no sense, and them stupid beyond understanding, and them not have no interest in all of this. When them find out, in a couple of, give them a couple more weeks, you know, because them don't know yet. Some of them don't know yet. But give them a couple weeks. When them come to the realization that Bogart is still Prime Minister, what do I tell them, sir? What do I say to them? How am I going to get them back? Because Dan Anderson told us that the youth them said them support the PNP. He never told us why, but clearly he told Mark. Because you ask the question to the youth, the young people, who are you going to vote for if you vote in the next election? Why would I vote for PNP? Why? Who want to get rid of Bogart? Who want to get rid of Bogart? Because should it have been a general election, they would have woken up Tuesday morning and don't know who they elected. Because they don't know Mark neither. So they would have woken up and know, say, well, we'll get rid of Bogart. So you ask them, so who are going to be the Prime Minister now? You know, so we don't know. So I did a little thing. I called around 4 parishes. And I know that some people won't tell me lie, so I know what I was doing. And I said to the resistance leaders in St. Mary first, I want to go talk to some young people who vote and ask them who they voted for. Ask them why, and ask them who them expect to be the prime minister after them voted. Depends on what them tell you. Because if them know what they voted for, then you just leave them be. Call up the resistance leader in Portmore. You ready for this? So them go talk to some young people in Port Maria. I tell them to go Port Maria. Wide berth. Everybody come from somewhere down at Port Maria. You know, get from just one place. And ask them something. Who did you vote for? PNP. You know that is the council election it was? Yeah. Yeah, we never know that still, you know, but you know, we just go vote for the PNP, you know? Okay, do you know who the councillor is? No, what doctor man the name again? Doctor guy? Said no, I'm still the MP. Then over in Portmore, Jesus Christ help us. One young fellow see them come and say, yeah, I'm glad to see you, you know. Before them could even approach him. Yeah, man. Jano, would do a massive thing, you know. Get to the boy, bro, God, man. Get to the boy, bro, God. I said, so when am I swearing, Miss Lisa? So, the young fella said, so when am I swearing, Miss Lisa? The resistance leader said, who that? Lisa, no. We get to a boy, God, she come to prime minister. Somewhere else, she go over somewhere else. One fella said, so I said, dear man, Crawford, I get it now, don't it? But I said, my God, in heaven, my head starts spin. I said, lie, who do I tell? Lie, who do I tell? No lie. Nothing can go, so you can't have the conversation with the people there. So them let me listen to a conversation at the gas station. The youth fella, Depan, a dear man, them forget, you know, if Miss Lisa now go take it, him seem to have a little bit of knowledge. Because they believed, for some strange magical reason, that this was an election where they were going to get rid of Brogard and somebody else going to be prime minister. And them never ever call Mark name. I'm not lying to you. If they would call Mark name, I tell you, it will be good news. I was actually hoping and wishing, quietly, secretly, I was hoping and wishing that they would tell me that somebody say, you know, Mark Golden, but they didn't. When they tell the young people, them say, Brogard, they might get rid of Brogard and come out, come vote. Give them a couple more weeks. Just give them wider country a couple more weeks before them realize that Brogard still debunked. One of them tell them, say. One of them tell them, say. Come the next 16, 18 months, when you need them again, because your base failed you. The base of the PNP failed the PNP. I am disappointed in that. I am. But the fact that there was no organization, there were no workers, that helped. The thing was just, in all fairness, Mark was doing his best as he could. But there was nothing else except that. Nobody was making an effort to go find the workers and retrain them and get them committed and get them in tune with the thing. The workers, them drop hands from the old debacle of removing people and replacing people. And from them drop hands, them gone. And nobody seemed to have gotten them back. People like Alric hold on to him workers because he is a good representative. I mean, workers just gone. No matter what Barneswell and Scotty say, they have to find workers. They never have them usual cadre of committed and competent workers. None of that. So nobody had anything invested in it. So nobody was looking for PNP votes. Them just sit down there and tick off names. Thank God the young people them come up else we would be a laughing stock in Jamaica today. With all that is going on against Bro God, with all the young people that come out against him, with all the criminality, with all the nastiness, with all the corruption, with all of everything that is going on in this country, $150 million, and you couldn't cross it to give us a resounding victory in this, with everybody doing the best that they can, and some people still not doing enough, because we still have people in there trying to one up and undermine people. Look what Lawrence Rowe pulled and Charmian Daniels. The wonderful Lisa Anna go walk with Charmian, big up Charmian, make she look good, walk with her, help her get out our workers and hype up our workers them, and him down there having a fit. I shut up him drawers about Charmian having Lisa a walk with her, threatening and creating a kind of scene just like he did to Imani, hanging out in bar with the runners them, check with the runners them list, and I tell them, say, all of them people have vote already. Lawrence Rowe, that's gonna give seats, I'm gonna run for NP. I'm not supporting anybody for going to undermine him if him should run for MP. I hope to God it's a damn joke. I want to big up and congratulate the engineers and the scalpers who went up to Papine and took back the PNP seat in fine style. Big up on yourself, because help me God if we never feel that the whole enough runway. And I mean that literally. Congratulations, Comrade Darrington. Congratulations, Comrade Jesse. We get back with 2 seats, rightfully in the hands of PNP councillors. To God be the glory. Over in St. Thomas, Rosha was a star, was a rock star of the East. Got back her 2 council seats and add 1 to it. Star of the East. While over the West fell apart. I'm now hold my argument tonight. It fell apart because Councillor Ryan Williams got to be mayor, and him and him merry men and women took to them bad behavior, undermining Rose. Never even sought her consultation. Rose is a former mayor of St. Thomas. And all of them begin to run rings round Rose and go out with all kind of excitement because they have power. When Rose offered to help, them tell Rose them they need her help, them know them I do, especially Ryan him. Know him I do, him got this. And him crew. Thank God. Rose is a quiet rock who just go in her corner, go fling her big stone and get back her 2 councillors and pick up 1 more. And if she never had to concentrate her efforts in a Morant Bay, which is her old division, because the candidate was a weak candidate, she'd have probably get Dalvey too. I have no doubt in my mind, but she had to concentrate her efforts in Morant Bay. And Rose brought home Eastern St. Thomas in fine style. Now, anybody else want credit for it, I forgot to dig up that for themselves. Because all of that was on Rosha. And our team, Rose had a nice team of people, some committed young women and young men all over the constituency that you could call upon, that you delegate responsibility to, because I saw MP candidates for work. You have a crew of committed people that you look after, that look after you and look after the PNP business of the constituency. You know, rub and down and fly up your mouth and go on like you're some idiot in a fanciful clothes. When you have seats to a bill, you rub and down like an idiot and lose the damn council. Well, on election day, Mr. Holness did something that his councillor candidate did a few days before. His council candidate, Glenn, came round here. I told him about it. To come creating scene, and we discipline him on election day. We discipline him on election day. Discipline him good and proper. Sea of orange all over the place. But then, Mr. Holdis, the member of parliament, came round to the St. Mary's cluster. Now we got wind of it from early morning that he might go come round here. So we had a discussion with the people that we are man my church gate. Last 2020 elections, me and the police them at the gate had it out because it was COVID and them they are letting laborers and I want to let him go down and fly the gate and tell them say my church gate I don't want it locked. I was about 1,600 inspectors and deputy commissioners and bring down Pamela out there. But nobody could get my gate locked back again because I'm my mother church gate. Father God church gate. I will fly. Now, I said, a couple of us said to the security them the morning that we are some Holdis coming here. And we want to make you understand something as a security officers here so for Patrick Roberts. Mr. Holdis is the Prime Minister. And respect is due to the Prime Minister. I don't like him, but he is the Prime Minister. However, this is not his election. And if he should come here, he is not allowed to go into the churchyard. The indoor agents and know already the customers don't say nothing to come in there. But we tell the two security guys, nobody can do nothing. If him come to the gate and say he want to go in, tell him, sorry sir, you are not allowed in. Only two candidates can go in there. Patrick Roberts and the GLP councillor candidate. This is not Mr. Holdis' election. Him now have no right in there. Show him respect, but don't let him in. It was quite an exciting day. So what is ever get to go in? But him and Patrick have a contest about clerks. And I'm sorry again, Mr. Holdis, but Patrick Roberts clerks win. Because Patrick Roberts clerk, original clerk, straight out of the clerks factory. And London, yes, your clerks who don't know about Patrick Roberts clerks win. Because that comes straight Patrick to England and get that out of the clerks factory. You check the council going on a preferred clerks. So we win the clerks war, we win the election, we win Mr. Holdis not going in. We win. We are you two, man. So that was that. But Mr. Holdis coming there, I believe, was a provocation. And his council did it days before, and he and I spoke about it when I complained about it. So I do understand why he come there. But then again, James Roberts was over Eastern St. Thomas too, doing what I don't know. Now, to be fair, I don't know if he was the party's liaison person or the person responsible for the old parish of St. Thomas. But him go over Eastern St. Thomas for a cause problem with Rose. And Mr. Holdis come over St. Mary's Church cluster, which he has never done before. What's up with that? What's up with that? What's wrong with you? But James are over Eastern St. Thomas. James are running the Eastern St. Thomas. So I'm demolish Ryan and the crew over there. And I go over Eastern St. Thomas and look war with East. Come on, James. You know so you can't war with Rose. You know that. We have had that battle before. And you know, want to start the provocations, man. What's the matter with you know? We now walk around and see confrontation and provocation for you coming like Mrs. Holdis. Oh, she's a different kettle of fish. That requires something a voice note. I'm in a busy with labor business, but Mrs. Holdis is a So James overcover Eastern St. Thomas. Mr. Holdis come to St. Mary's Church. End up of the out the door have a clerk's contest with Patrick. A contest which him lose. And then, why would I do that for? Seriously. Why not doing that? We don't have 110 votes at St. Mary's Church to our 15. I don't understand it. 10 votes we have over there. What do do that? Huh? On the labor right outdoor agents, them sat under them tent and them looking nice and beautiful. And we greeted them. And we took pictures. And we go out with paintings and we had fun. But Mr. Wallace, you can't come here for coming to our polling station. This is not your election. That's rude and out of order. Don't do it again. That's not good. Buddy. This election went in a turn that nobody thought it would. We were wrong about Hanover. I was wrong about Hanover. Let me admit that. Westmoreland, I don't know what will happen, you know. But a lot of people throwing out numbers that, based on the election results, and I've seen the results, I don't go through the numbers yet. I'm not quick to those things. I am very slow to those things. Because it's not just the numbers I need to make a decision. I need more than that. I need ground information. I need mood. I need feeling. I need vibes that will tell me other things other than just the numbers. I mean, the numbers is the hardcore thing. So a lot of people say, based on the numbers, some people say, based on the numbers, the PNP would win between 26 and 28 seats. Some people say, based on the numbers, the PNP would win, the PNP would win the election with 32-31. Some people say the PNP would lose the election 32-31. I'm not saying no one I said, but you know, I know I look at West Central, St. Andrew, I'm saying, well, it's that win by barely 1,000 votes based on this turnout. But if we don't go out there and hype up the young people and tell them, say, we are getting rid of Brogard, and then Brogard then wake up Tuesday morning and Brogard still there, and a couple of weeks from now when them recover, when them start sittings again, and they're going to realize that Brogard there, I don't know, but that's what we get left. I spoke on this program several times about a young lady by the name of Corel Davis. Now, Corel Davis worked the Troja division for 3 years. Did a lot of things. I consulted with her, gave her ideas. Many of the things she did, we discussed. We helped her in whatever way we could. And she was working the division. And then, Mr. Sital, JLP them run him away. And Norman Scott took him up. And Norman Scott said, him a give the division to. And Norman Scott took this hard-working young comrade from the Troja division and gave the seat to Mr. Sital, who they had a funeral for the other day because he lose the seat. And Corel had called. She was heartbroken. She was sad. She was distressed by it all. The resistance did as much as we could to comfort her. But when she said to me that the JLP asked her to run because the JLP MP Carencia had helped her, I believe, in some things, and them asked her to run in her seat, the Mount Industry seat, which was held by the PNP. And she took it up. And she ran the seat for the JLP. And she won the seat away from the PNP. Now all out we are hype up with the body. Mark and election. Consider that. The young lady have been working the seat for 3+ years. PNP, come from PNP family. Norman Scott, drunk already, piss up himself. Norman Scott run the young lady out of the division, hounded her out of the division to give it to this labor right man named Sital. Gave it to Sital, who lost it. And the young lady got joined the JLP, ran a seat that the PNP had, and won it. The young people of this country and the people that are not broken at them save, you know. The young lady go run the seat for the JLP. There's a picture with she and our MP and the Prime Minister. Can we get her to switch? I wouldn't even encourage her for the way we treat her. Run the young lady. We talk about it several times. We pleaded with the regional chairman, Dennis Daly. Pleaded with her. She couldn't do nothing because Norman Scott is vice president. Him in charge of things. Miss Mark and Dayton guy, Angela guy. Run the little young lady, young woman, bright young woman. Run her out of the Trojan division after she invests so much time and effort in it. Build workers list. Have workers, have young people behind her. And you run her out. She got join the GLP and win a PNP seat under the GLP ticket. How you feel tonight? Norman Scott? I want Corel going to the St. Catherine Parish Council and sit down right in front of you and spell your stinking breath. You, Norman Scott, you're a wicked and heartless animal. You. What you did to that young woman that now cost the PNP a seat. Matter of fact, cost the PNP 2 seats. Mount Industry and Trojan. She would have won that seat. People drop hands and back off after she left. Them can't bother. I couldn't go tell nobody to go support Sital. I couldn't do that. Under no circumstances would I do that. And she won the Mount Industry Division. Won it away from the PNP because of Norman Scott. Moko, Kintyre, Southborough, Ainsley Parking seat, Southborough. Lost it by 3. Mark and Carey people go court now. I don't even know what's going on with Mark, but I suppose him people them know. We lost the Greytown division in 2016 by 1. We never care about it go court. The man out of Landry, I hope him lose. I still hoping him lose. Won his seat by 1. And nobody cares to court. But we don't care people go court. How to lose Ainsley seat in Southborough? Lose Ainsley parking seat. And they could even win back the man's seat. And I remember with that. But we lose that. I'm not going to court now. Good luck with the court things. But look around now. Throughout the whole country. Every candidate got a whole heap of votes. Votes like worries. Some of them don't know where they come from. Nobody knew them. They just go vote PNP. And everybody get a whole heap of votes. But I got to share this. Carl Blake, councillor, my brethren, my church member, Carl Blake, won Greenwich Farm again. Never get 2,000 votes. But let me tell you how Carl Blake campaign. Karen, you don't think it's a good strategy? Excellent strategy, my brother. Excellent strategy. Carl Blake get up every day. I have a motorcade. Every day. Several cars of motorcade. 1,500 people. You know who those people were? His workers and his voters. All in one. Every day. They're motorcade. So, him have him voters a roll with him. And him have him workers a roll with him. And the workers get to know the voters who now roll with him. Charming strategy. Now that is something we should emulate. But 1 year, Arnell MacDonald was the candidate, the councillor for Kintyre Division. 1 year, Arnell MacDonald needed 1,000 votes to win. So he hired 1,000 people to call them runner. And make all of them vote first. Then make them go run and pay them money. That was it. Well, Carl was campaigning every day. Motorcade in a whole pretty nice girl, all kind of skimpy outfit. Some of them was really practically naked. Really. But I mean, that's something orange, you know? And them and Carl up and down. 12, 1,500, sometimes more them. His voters and his workers together. It was magical. It was great. It was a wonderful strategy. So Carl Blake, hats off to you, my brother. When we're going to analyze all of Westmoreland and the rest of them in our voice note. We'll do that tonight. 29.1% of people came out to vote. 29. Mark spent 150 million in Peter Bunting. And the only thing they achieved from that 150 million is securing Papine division. Which I give up credit for. Really, really. I want big enough for that. Because trust me, I come at PNP headquarters with fire. If we never win back, we'll never get back Papine. We'll have to run with the whole out. Now out in 8 miles, the Dallas division. Mrs. Holness is losing her grip on that constituency because she has serious issues with personnel, problems with our people, problems about her, which, you know, is just overpowering people now. And even labor rights is now pushing back at her, which is why her numbers so low in Mavis Bank and she lost skin tire. But 8 Mile is our, you know, our place. The Dallas Division and East Rural St. Andrew in particular is a constituency that I am very, very, very much familiar with. And I am going to be working with. And I need Mark permission to do nothing. Not that time. And I need neither Mark, nor Angela, nor Dayton can have permission to do anything in a PNP. I'm going to work with East Rural. But here's the thing. For the people who listen to this and have the angle on this thing. We need to get a hold of Oliver Clue and get a hold of Pat Morgan about their behavior and their activities in the constituency that's seeking consistently to undermine the constituency. On election day, in one lane name, because I the young fellow them name, so I know the lane name. I shouldn't tell you the lane. In one of them lanes that I was in, God have mercy upon poor me. I'm telling you. Pleasant View and Cane River Lane. Pleasant View and Cane River Lane. The lanes are kind of connected to each other, somewhere, somehow, some form. Here I was waiting for a lady to put on her clothes. Because she'd a wash. And I convinced her. Because that's my specialty. Convincing people with arguments, truth, and good arguments as to why they should come out and vote. Why she should stop wash and don't wait until 3 o'clock, as she said. Why she should do it now. I convinced her. Putting on her clothes. Saw some people, them see me. Comrade Karen. Well, we know say you come out here, you know. We know say you come out here, you pay live, say you come out here. Me look at them fingers and say them not vote yet. I say, why you not vote yet? How you not forget people to vote if you not vote yet? See them here now? Bend up her face and shoulder. I'm say, hold on there. You sound like you plan not to vote. No, we never said that. We never said that. No. Those people belong to Pat Morgan. And they would not have been acting that way if Pat Morgan wasn't sabotaging Bujo. They would not be acting that way if Pat Morgan never set things in their ears. PNP need to do something about Pat Morgan and Oliver too. Because as blind as a bat that he is, he's a damn troublemaker. Because them constantly want to control the constituency and them can't do nothing about the constituency. And Joan Gordon must go back out there either. But I don't want her back out there. She needs to stay for her because I do not know that she's better now out there. They wouldn't need to do something about them. I have to race them up for their vote. Me wasn't taking no chat from them. I peer things without there tell them. I can't repeat the things then. To make them go vote. Not threatening them or nothing, you know. Just tell them of some things. I joke when I make my girl on the way I go, I said, taxi, go on night. Go on, drop it down there. Pat Morgan, I whispered in them ears, which is why they were frowning and going on the way they were going on. I would need to do something about that woman and Oliver Clue. The big winner, the big winner in this election was Lisa Hanna. Yeah, we can't go jump over a wall if you don't like that. Let me see you jump over a wall. Who can jump over a wall? You can't go jump over a wall if you don't like that. The big winner of the election night was Lisa Hanna. Not only did Lisa go walk with candidates and help them shine and bring back some traditional voters to them, although the turnout of traditional PNP voters was very, 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 very low, which is why Uno fail, which is why Uno lose. Remember, you know, Mark only enjoyed 12% favorability among the PNP base. That 12% is not Jamaica, you know. That 12% are PNP people. And over 12% of them saying doing a good job. It's part of that 12% that came out. The real PNP base didn't come out. They stayed home for one reason or the other. Mark Golding has not transferred his vote yet to South St. Andrew for him go down there. I can't even imagine why. The MP 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 7 years my MP. I'm not transferring vote yet to him constituency. And just for those who might find that a curious argument or a curious point that I'm making, it looks good when an MP and him councillors them and him leadership go vote. It would have looked much, much better if him and the two women them go vote together. Not when him walk in and stamp one side when them vote already. He should have transferred his vote to South St. Andrew years ago. But I don't know why. Maybe I keep it because I want to vote for my Fidel Roy truck still. I know. I'm not transferring vote yet. I have two final things to say. And then I'm done. Two final things. One is about Manchester. And I'm not going to put this, I thought I would put this in a voice note, but I will not. Rhoda Crawford, Miss Rhoda Crawford, the young lady that thoroughly kicked Bunting out of politics by winning Central Manchester. You're a JLP MP, and at this moment, I really don't care what color your clothes is. But Rhoda Crawford, as a young woman, you made history. And you did good. And all Jamaica proud of you, including PNP women and PNP young women. You rise into stardom and you did some little funny things that came across good. Carl Bunting, such man, going on with antics. But I think that thing is getting to your head now. I think that the power and the excitement get into your head now. Because you're making a damn ass of yourself, young woman. And because you're making a damn ass of yourself, you're on your way to losing Central Manchester. Plus, Mrs. Holness after you. I'm sure you know that. And was very instrumental in your constituency on February 26th and before. While you busy attack a road about you give such man a beating in Manchester South, and your constituency was being overpowered by Mrs. Holness and her cronies to make sure you lose. I think Jamaica needs young people with strength and character and sense like you. I think so. And you need to stop that. Stop that foolishness. Such man thing like you're a damn clown. Are you a clown? Stop it. Stop it. We're going to win back Central Manchester from you for finding a good candidate. But that wouldn't mean that your political life would finish. But you need to quit and stop that whole foolishness about all of that. Because that simply don't make no sense that you're doing all of that and causing so much you know, friction and stuff. I want to just go back to St. Thomas before I address this matter with the resistance. I'll talk about a matter with the resistance. Well, let me just go back to St. Thomas a little bit. The former mayor, now former mayor, Ryan, Councillor Ryan, who was out there, behave like him a Gaddafi or some crap. He is the reason why we lost Trinityville. And he's part of the reason why we lost Cedar Valley. Sandy was doing an enormous amount of work out there. But I spoke to Sandy very, very early in the hustings. And I advised her what to do. And when we offer advice, nobody wants it. I don't want to talk to you, because them think them have it pat. I didn't want good advice. But I did speak to her and tell her that the things that she was doing, cut that out now. And just concentrate on building a PNP list, a list of people that you sure you can bring out to give you that number. Apparently nobody listened. Spoke to them about the enumeration, 149 people that have been enumerated in Cedar Valley. That clearly a good portion of them turn out for the GLP. And nobody know who they are. The young people in this country that turned out last Monday, nobody know them, you know. And the people when you now enumerate, you know them, you enumerate them, you engage them, you never go bring them for vote. Them just go to get rid of Brogard. That's all them go for. No know them. No. Don't know those new voters on that list. Because no do enumerate the body. And even though no enumerate the body, you not try to find out who they are and engage them. Lucky for who know, them hype up about Brogard being responsible for all them problems. So they came out. And some of them in some places didn't come out for you. Imagine that. Because even those who hype up still go out for some people. Mr. Warmington losing council seat. It's not because Mr. Warmington, it's not only because young people came out to vote for Kurt Wall. Them don't know who Kurt Wall is neither. They just know that Warmington is a nasty mouth man. And them need to get to the Brogard, and him a part of Brogard crew, and him and Brogard a friend, so them a go after Brogard friend too. None of them know them. You don't know them from Adams. They just numerate because they want them ID. And them get them ID, and then Brogard go mess with them, and them decided to mess back with him. I want to feel in St. Thomas, because they don't want to listen. Because they don't seek advice. Because they think you don't know it all. You don't got this. On the excitement, on the nice, on the ray. Like you think the excitement and nice and ray win seat. You never listen. But because Ryan in the dip and him hype, as mayor, him start move around the whole place and believe that he was mayor for everybody's division. Him class himself as the mayor of Morant Bay. Now everybody is called the mayor of the city. Morant Bay, Savlamar, whatever. Spanish Town, Mayor Penn, whatever. Yeah? The mayor of Kingston and St. Andrew. And the Swede will be mayor of Kingston and St. Andrew. Him that mayor of Mullines Gardens. And can't just walk in here and talk with him a mayor. And him want to go clean up under the gully bank. Come who stone him? Because I'm going to bank. So Ryan did have this thing where he was mayor of Morant Bay. So he was doing all kind of things around the roads. Who's the candidate? In the Morant Bay division falls in our constituency. And because him set that precedent, now that him not mayor anymore, whoever GM select as mayor might want to do that same thing. You see how the buffoonery get we, you know? When people are talk to, you know? And who listen. Who they couldn't know. I will know that who are an idiot. Seriously. So now you're not mayor anymore. Because you don't walk around and go like you're mayor for everybody. James knew me ever to want to try that. And I know that there's going to be war between them and Rose. I should not well allow it. Should not well allow it. Now, one final thing I want to talk about. And that is the resistance. Now, for a while now, a portion of people who used to be resistance have disappeared. People gonna help them candidate, gonna help them councillor, gonna work with them MP. People gonna do things for various reasons, them not resisting anymore. But they're in a war with them. I'm going. But a new group of people left the resistance and gonna support Mark Golding and gonna support them party. None of us over this side have any issue with that. None of us. They left. We didn't have an argument with them. We never asked them why. We never called them and talked to them about nothing. Not a thing. We don't go on social media, go trouble them. Them left the resistance to go support them leader and them party. Nobody not quarrel with them. Nobody not interested to quarrel with them. We don't care. But them left and them went on a rampage on social media. Excuse me. Coming after the resistance. Every second word of their mouth, the resistance, this and the resistance, that. You would think that they left the resistance to go support them leader and still about social media and beat up the resistance. Now here's where I come down on this now. I want people to listen to me very carefully. Come in and repeat myself. Pardon me. You left the resistance. We don't care. We don't care because we don't call you. We don't care because we didn't have an argument with you. We don't care, we don't ask you a thing. You left. You're a big person. All of you are adults. You make a decision as an adult. And you say, boy, I'm going to do this resistance thing. I'm going to help my leader, Marky G. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Go. Go help your leader. Go talk about your leader. Go big up your leader. Go do whatever it is you need to do to help him need the help. We're not trouble nobody. We are doing our thing. We still are doing our thing. Some people say, a 6 away. We'll put out a list with the 6. People get upset. People start throwing word. People start attacking people in groups and on social media, throwing word upon the resistance. And I come to this conclusion. You left. Is it that you don't have nothing to offer them over there except to come out here, come beat at the resistance, come throw stone at the resistance, for beat up Marie, for beat up Amai, for beat up Michelle, for beat up Karen, for beat up Ruth, for beat up whoever else? Is that it? I mean, basically just 3 or 4 away at it to beat up Anika. That is it? On the left, nobody no care. We do not care that you left. If we cared, we would have asked you why. If we cared, we would have reached out to you. We don't care because you are grown people. And you made the decision that you're going to leave. And because the body not paying no mind, you decide to come attack us. And we don't trouble you. We don't call on a name. We don't call on. We don't go on social media and debate on. We don't even talk to you privately. What is it? What is it? Is it that all of the anglers them, the man and the woman them were angle uno? That's your job? To go cause the resistance? The dirty rotten mango, maggot mango she. I'm talking about the resistance is dwindling. That's why I put out the list. My sister said we're dwindling. The resistance in them sepulchre. Go back in on the sepulchre. Every time she learn a new word, she come out, come try it. And she tried for the resistance. Now know what she learned the sepulchre word. But it's a new word for her. we must go back now with some polka. It would suggest that you don't have nothing to help on a leader except that. You can't help in any other way. Because nobody don't really know you. Except for what I know over there. Nobody don't know none of you. You can't influence people. You can't convince people so to come out to curse us. I don't know if the cursing of us is designed to get us to buckle and to bow and to bend to Mark Golden. But people, that's not how you win, friends. You want to convince somebody to be on your side, you have to first and foremost convince them that you are their true and sincere friend. You're going to convince people that they should come over your side. You're going to bully them. You're going to curse them. That's how you convince people. Maybe that's why you can't talk to voters. Because of bullying on the depend. So we are coming after. You can't bully people to do something that they don't want to do. Because nobody trouble Uno. There is not one person on social media that can say that we come out there, come cuss you because you don't join Mark. Why? Why would we do that? Me personally, why would I do that? You know, big people, you make a decision, you got influence some other people, and then you make a decision on your own. Go big up on the leader. Leave us alone. I mean, not call nobody name except for the one named Taisha Deans, because she has been going at it for months now, calling up people name, calling up Michelle name, going out there and talking up things about Amai's daughter, attacking people picnic. Now listen up, you Mr. Taisha Deans are going to get bullbuck and dopey conqueror. I mean, I engage with you upon the social media war, you know, but my reach is farther than yours in Jersey. My reach is farther than yours, Taisha Deans, in Jersey. Watch yourself on me. Because I engage in a war with you on social media. You keep up live and I call about the one, Michelle Stern. Stop calling Michelle Stern name. Michelle doing busy with you, she don't see you. Nobody don't see you. You look at attention from people. Leave the woman name alone. And you attack Vinette Amai Wilson's daughter, who is not on social media. People picnic is off limits. If they're not on social media, trouble people. You do attack people picnic. What Vinette do you? Huh? What Vinette do you? What Vinette daughter do you? You come and lobber your big mouth pan woman and call up Michelle name. You don't have nothing pan none away over here. Me I tell you that, Taisha Deans. If you call up that Michelle name, you're going to find out how far my hands can reach in the great United States of America. You're going to find that out. I mean, I have to talk nothing on social media to deal with your case. Phone call can do it. Don't forget, you live in the US. You live in Jersey. You have children. You have son who work a place where the manager, I'm a friend. Mind yourself and me, young woman. I tell you, mind yourself and me. Because nobody, not trouble you know. Nobody trouble you know. We don't want to war with nobody. We not seek no war with nobody. I want to come out here and seek war with we. I'm not drinking rum. This is honey. And this is water. And this is tonic water. You know out there, I text it from people. And it's all Taisha Deans name me a call, but the rest of them know themselves. You know, supporting the leader? By all means. We don't care. We don't care what you do. Do your thing. You're big people. Go ahead and do your thing. But why your thing is to come after the resistance? Isn't your thing supposed to be convincing people that you are over there supporting Mark Golden and giving them all the reasons why they should come support Mark Golden? Isn't that supposed to be your thing? If you continue to look war, I will bring the war to you. I don't want a war. I'm a peaceful woman. I like to walk away from confrontation. I do like to walk away from confrontation. But if we not bring war to us, when me I start with the war, me I start with the anglers them, all of the people them when in charge of uno, and them first me I start with, and me I call everybody name, false prophet and all. Everybody name me I spread out on social media. We in charge of uno handlers. We are putting up to come out on social media, come attack the resistance. Come on. We all were a part of one big network once. You left. Nobody never mentioned about leaving. Can one of you, any one of you say that when you left, anybody call you and cuss you out? Can any one of you? But una cuss out Anika, una cuss Marie, una cuss Amai, una throw what? Taisha these a call up Michelle name, and you call up my name. But you can't call up my name. That's the idea. The rotten maggot mango she was police soon lock up. Talk about, imagine, election night. She claims her boss win. And the only thing in her mind was me. I was on your mind. The biggest losers, Karen Cross, Vinette Amoy Wilson, Natalie Stack. When you go back in on the sepulchre, I will teach her a word. Because only when she know good word, new word to come out. I'm in my sepulchre tonight addressing you. You nasty rotten mango. Don't you call up my name as much as you want. Me not calling you. I never call your name yet, you know. I think it's one time I call your name. Yeah, when you talk about Karen Cross, most of the cross floor. I'm a school you on that. Call up my name as much as you want. But Taisha Deans better leave Michelle's name alone and stop involve Vinette's daughter in her nastiness and her bad mind, grudgeful, dirty behavior against people when not do her nothing. Yeah, man. And you may talk. And as me say, a different way me work, you know. Ask Mr. Pitt. Ask him a different way me work. Call up that Michelle name. You call up that Michelle name and I'm more live. As if I don't make your life miserable in America. Call up that Michelle name. And you walk around like you're a bullbuck and dopey conqueror. Call up back Michelle name. Call up back, throw back the word out there from Vinette and Vinette's daughter. You know Natalie can angle no. So I have to defend Natalie. She can angle no. But I tell her no. Do the thing. For God's sake. Do the thing. Don't engage in a confrontation with we, because we're not in a confrontation with Uno. Uno switch. Uno gone join a different team. People do that all the time. Lots of people left long time. You hear we're quarreling nobody? You get a voice note or a text message and nobody a quarrel with Uno? Nobody not quarrel with Uno. Nobody no member, nobody no sue no. Do the thing. Don't engage in a confrontation with us. Because we are do our thing. For all the times that we have been resisting. Our target is Mark Golding and Peter Bunting and Dayton Campbell and Angela Brownberg. Even the people who support them, I don't engage in. People come on social media and call up my name. They put my YouTube channel and call up my name and call me all kind of things. I do not engage. I walk away from it. Why? Because I can call up people name too. And when they attack me, they always say, stop calling Mark Golding name. So at least I hear them defend. But Uno don't seem like Uno have a game plan. And how they're going to defend the boss. So the game plan is we. Or is Uno anglers them. The man and the woman them will control them and tell them to go out. I was them telling them to go out for the resistance. Them rang up. Them rang all the way up to hell. Because them really don't understand me. If them think that Uno can just come out, go out with that kind of thing, about the trouble, Uno. If somebody trouble you, fine. What about the trouble, Uno? But that's nothing about, Uno. Everybody could answer something about it. Michelle not trouble nobody. Taisha did talk about herself for a minute and a quarrel with Michelle. Like Michelle, them are white foul or something. They warn you and tell you stop it. You can't say me never warn you. Trust me. You can't say me never warn you. Taisha Deeds will call up Michelle's turn name. and I throw a word upon Vinet and I implicate Vinet daughter. I attack people, pitney. Wanna cut it out. Now why would you know? Wanna cut it out. Stick to what you do. Defend on the boss, do what you do. Stick to what you do. Just leave we out of it. Leave us out of it because we're not busy with it. We not do phone thing, we are the phone thing. Everybody do them own thing. Everybody are grown people. Everybody can do them thing. But not stop everybody from do them thing. Do the thing. We don't depend on who depend, and who don't depend where we depend. Social media is this big, wide, broad network. All of us can exist in it without confrontation. All of us can exist in it without confrontation. And you rat maggot. You better go look at live. The police them soon come to lock your ass up. I talk about sepulchre. Boy, I laugh at that one. That was funny. That's why I put it out. So now I'm going to haunt you. You rat maggot. And you them it's a salt like that wife. Poor Mark. With people like Uno round him. You may attack rat maggot. With people like you round him. When I call you salt like that wife. No, that wife was much, much fresher than you. You way past that wife status. Salt can't deliver nothing for Mark. You only can come out and rub your mouth for Mark. But you can't deliver anything for Mark. That's why Mark can't prosper. Because him have you, rat maggot, in a team. Out here aggravate people. But you're this, and you're that, and you're Ray, and you're that. And you can't convince one voter to go vote. But you can't come by social media, come talk about go back here with sepulchre. Well, we're in our sepulchre, ma'am. We are in my sepulchre in here. It's very comfortable and nice. I think I should paint over my room this year. Maybe I will. Make the sepulchre look proper. Again. Leave us alone, because we're not troubling you. Make we part in good stead. Only there, sir. We there, sir. We cool. We no cool. We have the phone thing. We have the phone thing. Everybody great. And that is it. I didn't have to attack nobody. But if we don't continue, may I go after the anglers them first. I feed them name, may I go call up first. At them, may I go spread out on social media first before me get to Uno. At them, may I go talk about first. Uno anglers. Because I know who they are. And Uno know me know who they are. And they know that I know who they are. And that is that. That is just that. For that. So, remember to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Remember to do all of that. Share the video to your friends. Ask the friends to subscribe and like and share and leave a comment. Because even the nasty comment them is a comment. I'm trying to pick sense out of answer to somebody comments them. I'm going to answer some comments, I'm going to take a day and sit down and answer some comments. All of you comments. One of these days. Don't know when. But thank you all very much for joining the broadcast. Let me see if there's anybody asking me anything. So hold on. What is wrong with this chat thing? Every minute it fade out. Michelle, you need to explain it to me. Rotten mango. Do you know who the rotten mango is? Come on. You know who the rotten mango is. I don't have to tell you. The rotten maggot mango. Maggot mango. Only can call her name. I call her name. I give them no big up. I give them no forward. Because them are idiot. Them not no sense. Them can't chat to me. No deal. Them the girl can't chat to me. The rotten maggot mango, she can't talk to me. No day of the week. Absolutely no day of the week. And it's worse than a Tuesday. She can't talk to me. Well, it don't look like anybody asking a good question. Nobody will want to in the rave and excitement. Oh, the mercy. No, it's not Roman Red Bull. No, please, don't stop that. When I drink, what are drinking? Tell me where everybody I drink, because I tell everybody to bring a drink because you know that need it. So I hope to bring a drink. And all is well. All is well with the world. God is good and God is great. Let us thank Him for His wonderful mercies. We started the live by saying the Jamaican anthem, and the Jamaican pledge. And I would like to end the live with the same thing. Before God and all mankind, I pledge the love and loyalty of my heart, the wisdom and courage of my mind, the strength and vigor of my body. In the service of my fellow citizens, I promise to stand up for justice, brotherhood, and peace, to work diligently and creatively, to think generously and honestly, so that Jamaica may, under God, increase in beauty, fellowship, and prosperity, and play her part in advancing the welfare of the human race. Eternal Father, bless our land. Guard us with thy mighty hand. Keep us free from evil powers. Be our light, Lord, through countless hours. To our leaders, great defender, grant true wisdom from above. Justice, truth, be ours forever. Jamaica land we love. Jamaica, Jamaica, Jamaica land we love. Thank you all. Stay safe, everyone. Keep the children safe. God bless you, and good night.